Trump administration has once again stirred controversy with a leaked memo, causing a significant stir both domestically and internationally. This time it concerns the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, an organization known for its global humanitarian efforts. The memo, obtained from an anonymous source, directs USAID to prioritize America first when reviewing foreign aid distribution, a move that has sparked intense debate. This directive has sent ripples through the international community, raising concerns about the future of American foreign aid and its impact on global relations. The memo's central message is clear: American interests should be paramount in deciding who receives aid and how much, potentially altering long-standing policies. This directive marks a potential shift in U.S. foreign policy, signaling a more inward-looking approach. It suggests a move away from traditional humanitarian aid, which has long been a cornerstone of American foreign policy. Instead, the focus appears to be shifting towards aid that directly benefits the United States, potentially at the expense of global humanitarian efforts. The memo has reignited the debate over the purpose of foreign aid, questioning whether it should serve global development or national interests. Is it a tool for global development and stability, or should it primarily serve American interests? This question is now more pressing than ever. This question lies at the heart of the controversy surrounding the leaked memo, highlighting the ongoing tension between national priorities and global responsibilities. The memo's emphasis on America first raises several questions about the future direction of U.S. foreign policy. What constitutes a benefit to American interests in this context? Is it purely economic, or are there other factors at play? The memo itself remains vague on the specific criteria, leaving much open to interpretation. It's unclear whether the focus will be on economic gains, strategic alliances, or other factors such as national security or humanitarian concerns. This lack of clarity has fueled uncertainty and speculation among policymakers, analysts, and the public. Some experts argue that prioritizing American interests could lead to a more transactional approach to foreign aid, where aid is given in exchange for political or economic concessions. Aid could become conditional on recipient countries aligning with U.S. policies, potentially undermining long-term development goals. Others fear a reduction in aid to countries deemed less strategically important to the U.S., which could exacerbate existing challenges in those regions. This shift could have significant implications for developing nations that rely heavily on American assistance, potentially affecting millions of lives and altering global dynamics. The leaked memo suggests USAID's aid allocation will likely face increased scrutiny. The agency will need to justify how every dollar spent on foreign aid serves American interests. This heightened scrutiny could lead to a more rigorous evaluation of aid programs. It could also result in a shift in funding priorities. Programs with a clear link to American economic or security interests may receive more funding. On the other hand, programs focused solely on humanitarian aid might see a decline. This potential shift has raised concerns among humanitarian organizations. They fear a decline in funding could have devastating consequences for vulnerable populations in developing countries. Section 4. Political waves and humanitarian concerns. The America First approach to foreign aid is already generating significant political waves across the nation. Supporters of the Trump administration's stance argue that it's time to prioritize American taxpayers and focus on domestic issues. They believe foreign aid should serve U.S. interests first and foremost, ensuring that American resources benefit Americans. Opponents, however, criticize the approach as short-sighted and potentially harmful to global stability. They argue that neglecting humanitarian needs and global development ultimately harms U.S. interests in the long run, creating more problems than it solves. They also point out the potential for increased instability and conflict if aid is perceived as a tool of coercion rather than support. The debate over the leaked memo highlights the deep divisions within American society regarding foreign policy and the role of the U.S. in the world, reflecting broader ideological battles. Section 5. Echoes of America First. The leaked memo is not the first instance of America First principles influencing U.S. foreign policy. Throughout history, administrations have grappled with the balance between national interests and global engagement. The Trump administration's approach echoes past periods of retrenchment and a focus on domestic priorities. However, The global landscape has changed significantly since those times. The U.S. faces new challenges from climate change to pandemics that require international cooperation. The long-term consequences of prioritizing America. First and foreign aid remain to be seen. The world will be watching closely to see how this latest policy shift plays out. Yo, what's up everybody? It's your tech man MKBHD here, and Samsung just dropped some serious heat at their latest Unpacked event. This event was packed with jaw-dropping announcements and cutting-edge technology. The rumors were swirling for weeks, and let me tell you, Samsung did not disappoint. They came through with some major surprises that have everyone talking. We got new phones, people, and not just any phones, but ones that are set to redefine the smartphone experience. The Galaxy S25 lineup is here, and it's bringing the future straight to your hands. These phones are packed with features that are sure to impress. From the standard S25 to the plus-sized powerhouse and the Ultra Beast, there's a phone here for everyone. Each model offers something unique. But hold up, that's not all. Samsung had more up their sleeve. Samsung also teased some next-level AR glasses that have the tech world buzzing. These glasses could change the way we interact with the world. We're talking augmented reality, people. The future is now. Imagine the possibilities with this technology. Trust me, you're going to want to hear all about this. Let's dive in and explore everything Samsung has unveiled. First things first, let's talk design. Samsung knows how to make a good-looking phone, and the S25 series is no exception. We're talking premium materials, sleek lines, and that iconic Samsung craftsmanship. The S25 and S25 Plus come in some fresh new colors this year, with a matte finish that feels amazing in the hand. And that camera bump, Samsung has integrated it seamlessly into the design, so it looks super sleek. Under the hood, these phones pack a punch. We're talking about the latest and greatest Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, which means lightning-fast performance and buttery smooth gaming. And the battery life? Let's just say you won't be reaching for a charger anytime soon. Now let's talk about the big dog, the phone that everyone's been waiting for, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This is the flagship device that promises to redefine what we expect from a smartphone. This phone is an absolute beast, with specs that will make your jaw drop. It's designed to handle anything you throw at it, from high-end gaming to professional photography. First up, the camera. Samsung has outdone themselves with the S25 Ultra's camera system. It's not just an upgrade, it's a complete game changer. We're talking about a massive 200 MP sensor that captures insane levels of detail. Your photos will be so sharp and clear, you'll feel like a professional photographer. And the zoom? Get ready for 100 times space zoom, people. This feature allows you to get up close and personal with distant objects without losing clarity. You'll be taking pictures of the moon craters like it's nothing. Imagine capturing the night sky in such detail that it feels like you're right there. But it's not just about the camera. The S25 Ultra also boasts a stunning 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. This means everything looks incredibly smooth and vibrant. This is the smoothest, most responsive display I've ever seen on a phone. Whether you're scrolling through social media or playing games, the experience is unparalleled. And with the upgraded Snapdragon processor, everything just flies on this phone. Multitasking is a breeze, and apps open in the blink of an eye. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is truly a powerhouse in your pocket. Okay, let's talk software for a minute. The software experience on a smartphone can make or break the user experience. The Galaxy S25 series comes loaded with Samsung's latest and greatest software, One UI 7. This isn't just an update, it's a complete overhaul. And let me tell you, this is some seriously impressive stuff. The interface is more intuitive, and the features are more powerful than ever. One UI 7 is all about making your phone work smarter for you. It's designed to be more user-friendly and efficient. It's got this new personal data engine that learns your habits and preferences, adapting to your lifestyle seamlessly. And then it uses that information to optimize your phone's performance. Imagine a phone that gets better the more you use it. It's like having a personal assistant in your pocket, always ready to help you out with whatever you need. And then there's AI Select. This feature is a game changer. This feature is straight up magic. It lets you interact with your content in ways you never thought possible. It lets you select text and images from any app, even video streaming apps, making multitasking a breeze. And then you can translate them, share them, or save them for later, or even search for them online. The possibilities are endless. It's crazy how seamless it is. The future of smartphone software is here, and it's smarter, smoother, and the race for reality is on. Augmented reality, or AR, is poised to be the next big thing in tech. Imagine a world where digital information blends seamlessly with our physical surroundings. No more staring down at screens. We could navigate with directions overlaid on our view, interact with virtual objects in our living rooms, and even try on clothes virtually. It's an exciting future, and the race is on to make it a reality. Right now, 3 tech giants are leading the charge: Meta, Google, and Apple. Each company brings its own strengths and strategies to the table, creating a dynamic and competitive landscape. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, is all in on the metaverse. Google, known for its search engine and software prowess, is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AR glasses. And then there's Apple, the tech giant known for its sleek design and user-friendly interfaces. While Meta and Google have been grabbing headlines with their early forays into consumer AR glasses, Apple has been quieter. Some might see this as playing catch-up, but I believe Apple is taking a more calculated approach, focusing on building a solid foundation for a truly revolutionary AR ecosystem. Meta and Google have both made significant strides in AR, each taking a slightly different approach. Meta, with its Oculus headsets, has focused heavily on virtual reality, a fully immersive digital experience. However, they've also been pushing into the AR space, releasing AR glasses designed for everyday use. These glasses aim to overlay digital information onto the real world, allowing users to interact with virtual objects and information. Google, on the other hand, has been experimenting with AR for years. Remember Google Glass? Though it faced challenges, it was an early attempt at wearable AR technology. They've continued to refine their approach, and their latest AR glasses boast impressive features like real-time translation and object recognition. While both companies have faced some hurdles, adoption rates have been slower than expected, and there are valid concerns about privacy and social implications. Their early efforts have given them a head start. They've gathered valuable user data, experimented with different technologies, and learned what works and what doesn't. Apple, unlike its competitors, hasn't released a dedicated AR headset or glasses just yet. But don't let that fool you. They're far from out of the game. Apple has been steadily building a robust AR ecosystem for years. Look no further than your iPhone. Apple has integrated AR features into its iPhones and iPads for quite some time now, introducing millions of users to the magic of augmented reality through apps and games. Remember Pokemon Go? That was a cultural phenomenon that showcased the potential of AR gaming on a massive scale. And Apple was right there, providing the platform and tools for developers to create those experiences. They've also released ARKit, a powerful set of tools that makes it easier for developers to create AR apps for iOS devices. By focusing on software and developer tools, Apple is laying the groundwork for a future where AR is seamlessly integrated into our daily lives. Section 4, Siri AI and the future of Apple AR. One of Apple's greatest strengths lies in its tight integration of hardware and software. They control the entire ecosystem, from the chips in their devices to the operating system that powers them. This gives them a significant advantage when it comes to optimizing performance and creating seamless user experiences. Apple is also investing heavily in artificial intelligence, and Siri is at the forefront of this effort. We've already seen Siri's capabilities expand dramatically in recent years, and it's poised to play a central role in Apple's AR future. Imagine interacting with your AR glasses using natural language commands, getting directions whispered in your ear, or having Siri identify objects and provide information in real time. Section 5, can Apple catch up? The potential of a tech titan. So, can Apple catch up to Meta and Google in the AR race? I believe they absolutely can. Apple has a history of entering markets later than its competitors and still coming out on top. Remember the iPod or the iPhone? They weren't first, but they redefined their respective categories. Apple's strategy seems to be focused on waiting for the technology to mature and for consumer demand to reach a critical mass. They're not interested in being first, they want to be the best. And when they finally do release their AR glasses, you can bet they'll be sleek, user-friendly, and tightly integrated with the Apple ecosystem. The AR market is still in its early stages, and it's anyone's game. With its vast resources, talented engineers, and laser focus on user experience, Apple is well positioned to become a dominant force in the AR revolution. Don't underestimate the power of a tech titan waiting in the wings.